Buckeye Nation, what's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you once again on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel. And of course, yesterday was early signing day, and for the Buckeyes, it was an interesting day to say the least, right? It didn't start off that good. There was a lot of rumors of guys possibly flipping. Of course, Jeremiah Smith was always flirting with possibly leaving Ohio State and going to one of the Florida universities, mainly Florida State or Miami. Of course, luckily for us, he ultimately stuck to his word and he signed with the Buckeyes. Of course, his letter of intent didn't officially get submitted to Ohio State until what, 10 p.m.? My God, the dude made us wait all freaking night for his LOI to get submitted. And of course, while we were waiting, rumors were swirling like, oh my God, is he actually going to sign? Did he actually sign at all? Yeah, there were people out there thinking that he didn't actually sign. Like, they thought he went to that table and literally faked signing his name. Easy, right? And then, of course, Edric Houston, who all morning long had essentially been a shoe-in to flip to Alabama. Like, at that point, we had pretty much just accepted the fact that he was leaving and Ohio State was going to have one measly D-line commit heading into spring practices. Well, guess what? He didn't flip. Edric Houston signed with the Buckeyes. And the funny thing about that is, Ryan Day was doing his press conference, right? And all of a sudden, he had to leave to take a phone call. And sure enough, he came back and he was in a very happy mood, which got us all excited. Because then we're like, okay, what happened? And then the news broke. Edric Houston signed with the Buckeyes. Now, of course, not everything was all happy. Jeremiah McClellan, he was flirting with a possible flip. He actually did flip to Oregon. I think if there's a position, though, that could take that kind of hit, it's the receiving core. I mean, you look at what we already have, and then you look at what we have coming in. Yeah, there really wouldn't have been much room for him to play immediately, and that's probably what he wanted. He wanted to play immediately. Now, does Jeremiah Smith have a chance to play immediately? Yeah. He's literally the #1 recruit in the nation. My guess is he's going to see quite a bit of playing time, especially with him going to college early. He'll be there for spring practices, which means there's a good chance he will be playing quite a bit. He's probably going to get the Cornell Tate treatment, low-key. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm excited, though. But of course, early signing day came and went. Nothing else really happened for the Buckeyes. And then, right around, I'd say, evening, right? Things will settle down. All of a sudden, people started talking about, are the Buckeyes actually done? And apparently not, because a lot of rumors have started to come out about the Buckeyes possibly going after a couple more guys. The first one being Dominic McKinley, 5-star defensive lineman, currently committed to Texas A&M, but he hasn't officially signed his letter of intent yet, which means all bets are off. He could easily flip. We'll see what happens there. Of course, the Buckeyes were actually involved in his recruitment for a while, and later on, I think it was actually rumored that he was going to go to Texas, and then out of nowhere, he goes to freaking A&M. And then here's another one that kind of shocked me a little bit. Dominic Kirks, an Ohio kid, 4-star D lineman out of Painesville, Ohio, which is far northeast Ohio, right by the lake, damn near in Pennsylvania. Now, I hadn't really heard much about him. I did hear he actually took an unofficial visit to Ohio State. But man, if Larry Johnson can somehow pull off one of these two, That's a pretty good end of the class, not going to lie. I mean, you look at Ohio State's class as it stands right now, they currently sit in fourth in the 2024 recruit rankings on 247 Sports. 21 commits, 5 5 stars, 12 4 stars, 3 3 stars, an average rating of 92, and total points of 288.81, just behind Miami, who's in third. And then you got Alabama, who, as you'd expect, surged out of nowhere into second place with a 300 point rating. They have 25 commits. Miami has 27. And then you have Georgia with their 28 commits. And they have a total point score of 315 and an average of 93.58. And then in fifth place, you have Texas, who also had 22 commits and an average of 92 and a total point count of 287.27. So yeah, Miami, Ohio State, and Texas are all right within striking distance of each other. And if Ohio State was somehow able to pull off a Dominic McKinley or even Dominic Kirks, what about both? I don't think we're going to get both. One or the other. But if we were able to get one of those two, that'll probably be good enough to get us ahead of Miami and put us in third place. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. And then, of course, once National Signing Day, the legit one in February, passes, then it's time to focus on the class of 2025. Of course, Ohio State has already started working on that class. They currently have 4 commits, and they might be adding some more as we have, I believe, 2 targets committing at the All-American game on January 6th. 5-star cornerback Devin Sanchez out of Texas. And then we have Chris Burgess as well. I haven't heard much about Burgess, but I've heard the Buckeyes are really going hard after Devin Sanchez. I've even seen that he's been crystal balled to the Buckeyes. So hopefully that stays, and hopefully Devin Sanchez will be a Buckeye come January 6th. And if you're wondering, I will be streaming his commitment on this channel. I'm not going to be streaming the whole game, just the commitments that involve Ohio State. All right. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. If I hear anything else, I will definitely have a video for that. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think of our 2 latest targets heading into the actual signing day in February. So, yeah, let me know what you think of the Doms. Which one do you think we're going to get? If I had to guess, I think Dominic Kirks. Yeah, 1, he's an Ohio kid. And 2, I mean, just seems like something that we would do, right? We literally swooped in on him, I think right as he was about to commit, and then he actually postponed his signing. So we'll see if we can pull it off. That'd be cool, right? Be awesome to see that we managed to swoop in and take Dominic Kirks and keep him in Ohio, which is always nice. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up, and shout out to everyone who watches. Of course, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. And I'll see you guys in my next video. But as always, I'm Crazy Dog coming at you on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel. Let's go, Bucks. OH, I'm out. Bye-bye. Go Bucks. Yeah.